Arch Beaver Aplin was born in 1958 to parents Arch and Loretta Aplin. Beaver was one of four children. He grew up in Lake Jackson area where he attended Brazoria ISD schools. Beaver went on to attend Texas A&M University in College Station, graduating in 1980 with a degree in building construction. After his graduation from Texas A&M, Beaver worked in his family's construction business. Beaver opened up the first Buc-ee's location in Lake Jackson, Texas in 1982. Don Wasick joined in as a business partner in 1985. How did Buc-ee's get its name? To hear Beaver tell it, it all started with his mother. It also had something to do with his dog and a 1950s TV commercial cartoon mascot, all with a grammatical twist thrown in for good measure. Beaver's been my name since I was born. My mother named me that when I was a baby. When he was opening up his first store in Lake Jackson in the early 80s, he needed a name for the new establishment. I had a Labrador Retriever named Buck that I wanted to pay homage to. Also, way back, there was a cartoon character by the name Bucky Beaver. He said Bucky Beaver was a famous Disney-created mascot that starred in Bristol Myers Ipana toothpaste commercials in the 1950s. So I kind of tied in the cartoon character, my dog, and my name. I thought Bucky's had a good ring to it, he said. And the way I spelled it, I hyphenated it. It seemed like a good catchy name. Beaver states there was no wow moment and no magic pill at the opening of the first Bucky's location. Instead, he says it was a slow process. After the first store gained success, Beaver joined with Wasick and decided to expand the convenience store chain, which now consists of more than 30 stores. Among the unique traveling attractions around Texas, the 33 Buc-ee's stores feature sparkling clean restrooms, quirky marketing, and unique products such as beaver nuggets, peppered elk jerky, private labeled peach salsa, souvenir t-shirts, and bumper stickers. With this approach, Aplin has created a buzz from product category with zero excitement that draws customers to his stores, said Betsy Gelb, professor of marketing at Bauer College of Business at the University of Houston. Beaver credits his hard work, consistency, and customer service for Buc-ee's success. Buc-ee's is now known for some of their massive stores located in Madisonville, New Braunfels, and Texas City. The New Braunfels store takes top billing as the largest, with a whopping 67,000 square foot facility which spans 18 acres and includes 60 gas pumps, a grocery store, a bakery, and even a hunting supply store. The Buc-ee's New Braunfels location is also the winner of a nationwide restroom contest sponsored by a supplier in the service industry. Buc-ee's is also known as a job creator. Buc-ee's pays substantially above the pay scale for their industry. Beaver says, "We pay more because we want the best employees and have high expectations. We are basically a customer-driven business and want the cream of the crop of employees, so that'll trickle down to the experience that the customer gets." Beaver also values service to his state and local community and has served on the following boards and organizations: former Governor Perry's Texas Small Business Council, the Lieutenant Governor's Transportation Advisory Board, Brazosport Independent School District, Brazosport Center for the Fine Arts and Sciences, Lake Jackson's Emergency Management Services, the Coastal Conservation Association, and the 100 Club of Brazoria County. Beaver is a father of three and gives this advice for the younger generation. Building a successful business is a lot of small ball. There's no grand slam and it's all consistency. And don't run down every rabbit trail that's out there. Find your niche and stick with your momentum. Having an exceptional product and exceptional people is what matters. And of course, a few funny billboards don't hurt. Congratulations, Beaver Aplin, 2016 Hall of Fame laureate. John Barron Jr. was born on July 6, 1972 in Houston, Texas to parents John and Consuelo Barron. John is the oldest of four children, Anna, Sandra, and Daniel Barron. All grew up and attended public schools in Pasadena ISD. John's parents were first and second generation immigrants to the United States, making John a first generation college student. The hard-working values instilled in him by his parents gave him the strength to work to put himself through college. In 1994, while attending college, John became employed full-time with a State Farm agent. It was with the help of this agent that he came to know of State Farm, the insurance industry, and the rewards that come with business ownership. In February 1996, John married Charity Appleby. They are the proud parents of two, Madison and Avery, ages 19 and 14. It took him 9 long years to attain his bachelor's degree from the University of Houston and Clear Lake in 1999, but he says it was worth the wait and financial struggles. Shortly after graduation in July 2000, John took a position directly with State Farm insurance companies. The position involves selling life insurance products to State Farm prospects and training agent team members in the sales process, but he wanted to own his own business. On December 2nd, 2002, John opened the doors for the very first time to his own business, John Barron State Farm Insurance. John says, "As long as I am taking care of clients, building and maintaining strong relationships, then I know success, big or small, will come to fruition." Through nearly 14 years in business, some business achievements with the help of outstanding team members over the years include earning Select Agent, Legion of Honor Agent, Bronze Tablet Agent, Silver Scroll Agent, and Ambassador Life Agent. John holds state licenses in property and casualty insurance, life and health insurance, and hold Series 6 and 63 licenses for securities products. Some of John's mentors include Doyle Swindle, Charles Stagg, Carl Gergis, Jay Hawkins, the Drogies, and the late Jim Schwinn of the Alvin Sun. John has been chairman and other offices with the Alvin Manville Chamber of Commerce, president for the Alvin Noon Lions Club, president for Alvin ISD Education Foundation, capital campaign member for the Thelma Leigh Anderson YMCA, and co-host of Alvin Yellow Jacket Football Show and the Upward Bound program of Alvin Community College. John and his family have also been active, raising over $137,000 for the 30 for Anna, an organization in memory of his late sister who lost her battle with cancer. When he isn't working or volunteering, John enjoys traveling with his family, golfing, and fellowship with family and friends. A fun story about John includes the time he had to stand in as a priest and finish his sister's wedding. In an unannounced move, the priest had to escape in an emergency while the unity candles were being lit. While major parts of the ceremony were complete, he got to say those ever-famous words, "I now pronounce you husband and wife." This happened in November of 2008, and shortly after, State Farm came out with their funny commercials about needing your agent at an oddball time. John says, "I'd like to think that this was the moment that those commercials were born." Congratulations, John Barron Jr., 2016 Hall of Fame laureate. Vicki was born in San Juan, Texas to Milton Ray and Yvonne Mansour Ray on May 21st. Vicki has an older brother, Louis, now deceased, and younger brother, Mitchell. She moved with her family to Houston, where she began school. She attended Houston schools, finishing at Bel Air High. She started working while in school. Besides babysitting, her first job was at the Windsor Theater and was an usherette when she was 14. It was a theater with a 33 by 100 foot screen, probably the first surround sound ever, velvet rocking seats, and reserved seating. Very cool. 2001: A Space Odyssey was playing at the time. Vicki loved working and has been working ever since. Vicki had several jobs along the way, but retail sales with Sears became her career. After 14 years and changes with the company beginning, she saw an opportunity with Allstate Insurance, a subsidiary of Sears at the time. She was rejected at her first attempt to come on board with Allstate due to her lack of college degree. But with the store manager Don Van Alstein's praises of her abilities and encouragement, she was recruited. She became one of the first Allstate neighborhood office agencies to set up independently from their current operations solely in the Sears stores. Well, as she says, you have to watch what you ask for, because there she found herself, new to the industry and new to self-employment. With unlimited opportunity and only a phone book and a phone, she began her new career as an Allstate agency owner. As soon as she was able and could afford hiring staff, she found and hired Raylene Wilson to help service and grow her agency as she held on to her for 24 years. Vicki has had a professional and talented staff along the way and is blessed to have Stacy Pascal, Donna Birch, Sheila Dorsey, Laura Lee Richmond, Taylor Long, and Jordan Kennan. Her agency has garnered awards and recognition on the state and national levels with Allstate, consistently performing on the top 2% nationwide. Vicki says she could not and would not do what she does without her team, family, friends, and her faith in God. Vicki and Corky were married November 14, 1985, the day before his birthday, probably so that he would always remember their anniversary. They brought together her daughter, Tova, and his two sons, Brian and Eric. Their family has grown since then with 6 grandchildren: Philip, Christian, Faith, Sierra, Sarah, and Dylan. All are the loves of their lives, as well as their children and spouses. Vicki's biggest challenge has been balancing family, business, faith, and being present in the moment. Her greatest achievement is the birth of her beautiful daughter, Tova. One regret she may have is not getting her college degree, which may have made her success easier, but nothing replaces hard work and persistence. Vicki believes you will reap many times over what you give back to God and your community. God and the community have been good to the Melass family. Vicki has been supporting the community through involvement on executive boards, board of directors, and committees such as Brazoria County Day, the Dow Citizens Community Advisory Panel, Brazosport Chamber of Commerce, Community Foundation of Brazoria County, Brazosport Rotary Club, Brazosport Health Foundation, and SBDC at Brazosport College. She was also named by Brazosport Chamber as the 2010 Woman of the Year. She is also active at her church, New Beginnings, and the Emmaus community. In her spare time, she would like to rest. She hasn't been able to find spare time yet. But if she had spare time, she might like to paddleboard, fish, hunt, and just have fun with the family. Vicki's advice to young people is always do what is right. Respect yourself and others, and forgive and ask forgiveness often. Congratulations, Vicki Melass, 2016 Hall of Fame laureate. George Henry Rao Jr. was born on October 21, 1946 in Houston, Texas, to parents George H. Rao Sr. and Mary Jakowski Rao. George was one of 3 children. George's older sister is Mary Ann Rao Denny, and younger brother is Russell Stephen Rao. The Rao family moved to Angleton when George was only 6 months old. His father worked at Hudick Brothers Furniture Store with his uncles Joe and John Hudick. After high school, George attended Texas A&M University, where he was a member of the Corps of Cadets and company commander of Company E2, the mascot company. He received a BBA in finance in 1969 and was commissioned a second lieutenant in the U.S. Army Field Artillery. He then entered the University of Texas School of Law, where he volunteered in legal aid and was active on the Legal Research Board. He received a Doctor of Jurisprudence in 1972. George married Anita Louise McNevin on May 25, 1969 in Austin, Texas. After law school and the Army, they moved to Angleton. When they first moved, Anita used to say, "You seem to know everyone. You either mowed their lawn or threw their newspaper." George joined Frank W. Stevens and his son James W. Stevens in 1973. He became partner in 1978. The early focus of his career was on land titles, real estate transactions, business planning, and representing secured lenders. The practice later expanded to estate planning and estate administration. George is currently the sole attorney of the firm and has been in existence since 1946 and is one of the oldest in Brazoria County. George was privileged to serve on the Angleton ISD Board of Trustees for 15 years, serving as the president in the last 9 years. During his tenure, the board was recognized as a Texas Honor School Board by the Texas Association of School Administrators. He also worked to help pass the City of Angleton half-cent sales tax, which is used to fund the Angleton Recreation Center. George was a part of the Angleton Chamber of Commerce Committee promoting the location of the downtown bypass on the abandoned railroad right-of-way. He has served as president of Angleton Noon Lions Club, Brazoria County Bar Association, Center for the Fine Arts and Sciences, and Brazosport College Foundation. In 2014, he and Anita were named Philanthropist of the Year by Brazoria County Community Foundation. He is a member of Holy Trinity Catholic Church in Angleton, where he serves as a lector. He currently serves on the board of Angleton Better Living Corp. And the Brazosport College Foundation. The Rows have 2 children, George Henry Row III and Elizabeth Ann Row Stewart. George enjoys fly fishing with Anita. George has several pieces of advice for the younger generation. Every job you have, no matter how menial, will have an impact on your career and life. Find an outlet for charitable and community involvement that you enjoy and get involved early. 80% of success is showing up. Then last but not least, treat everyone with respect. All work has dignity. Congratulations, George Henry Row Jr., 2016 Hall of Fame laureate.